And we are back. So, last we left off, the crew had ripped into the remains of the hag's entourage, as well as Sally Saltmouth herself, who began to flee the scene. Velree chasing her into the depths below the chamber they were currently in, finding it to be some kind of colossal underground, almost lake, not able to see the edges of the chamber. It was discovered that she was doing something below, some kind of strange light energy, a almost gravital phenomena taking place on the surface as pools of water, almost like puddles, began to rise and lift from the surface area and float into the air before they crashed down. And when they did, the animated effigies lost all magical connection with their master, as perhaps the siren is no longer in the vicinity, at least. Maybe not even on this plane of existence. Who knows? However, with the escape of Sally Saltmouth, the crew all comes to the realization that Moog Broadjaw is no more, as his body is limply kind of floating in the disturbed water. He is slashed open repeatedly, several times, large bite taken out of his shoulder, and he has finally fallen.
Finally, you say?
Yes.
Like it was a goal of yours.
No.
New Year's resolution. Kill Moog Broadshaw.
That was my resolution.
First session of the new year, taking you down.
So, as all of this takes place, all of you, I'm going to say
everything I ever said to you.
You're able to gather Moog's corpse. I'm assuming Rogar picks it up, takes it over to...
As he's done so many times.
Before. He gathers up Moog's corpse, brings him over towards the...
He's under his breath. Not another one.
I know. And it's true. Rogar has buried many a party member. Lots of them, in fact. As you bring over the body of Moog towards the rest of the crew, I will remind you where you are currently at is in the hag's lair. There are strange shelves built out of coral with knickknacks, baubles, things decorating them. There's also a large circular portal on the nearby cavern wall on this shelf that you guys are standing on, that appears to be completely made out of water. There is broken driftwood around the portal itself, and there are eldritch runes engraved into the outside of the driftwood, and they are illuminated brightly. Currently, Zune is like someone on cocaine, just
Speaking.
blood, eyes just completely bloodshot.
I'm gonna be grabbing shit and looking through shit and trying to figure out if anything can fix the thing, because
Okay, give me an investigation check at disadvantage.
But my perception's at it. Okay, yeah, but
Your
I'm
perception's
stupid
great
right now.
And you
I see everything.
one level of exhaustion. However, despite that,
3. I don't see anything.
3 would be a natural one. You in your
No,
drug,
not a natural.
Is it not?
Oh
a
yeah,
natural
that
one?
is a natural.
That's
It is a natural. I'm sorry, I looked at the wrong thing.
You in your drug-infused delirium. Zune's kind of quickly moving around. Gotta find it. Just looking through shit, tossing it over his shoulder, smashing on the ground. Those things just scattered. And these things that you're combing your fingers across are not they're not the normal knickknacks that you'd find in some old woman's home. These are dried pieces of flesh and preserved fetuses and various other disgusting, morbid things that you're coming across, but you don't find anything of interest yet. as you're combing across them.
I can find it.
There's also some assorted piles of like precious stones and gems kind of laying around, but nothing nothing like pops for anyone.
Can I look and see if there's anything coming to collect Moog?
You quickly take out your spyglass, zoom.
I'm just gonna look. I'm gonna look at everything in this
Kinda.
room. I mean,
You can give me just a straight perception test, because normally you would have
Oh,
advantage,
thank
but
God.
you have disadvantage, so it's a straight test.
On perception.
Yes.
Yes, but I thought that was only when I was outside. Oh, I guess there could be light in here,
Well,
which is
you-
too bright.
You have one level of exhaustion for going down.
12, not great,
12.
but
So you look around. As you look around, do you glance towards the portal?
I'm glancing towards like
Okay.
portal,
You glance
Moog,
towards the
everything.
portal. You can see that the runes around the portal are beginning to dim.
Okay. I'm probably going to make a bad decision. There's no other way that we can see out of here, right? Aside from possibly the floor.
As far as you know, you have no idea. No.
Well, I'm going to notify the party. I think that portal's about to close. I think the portal's about to close. I think that, if you can, I don't know if I told you, but I think the portal's about to close. So if we want, then I think we should probably go through the portal, or maybe the floor. I don't know. Does the floor go anywhere? I don't know. I mean, where did she go? Maybe we can follow her. What do you think? How do we get out of here? What if it gets bad? What if we get trapped? What if we're trapped in here forever? What if we die? Will we have to eat each other? We'll have to eat Moog first because Moog's dead.
It's true. Anyone?
Tristan checks his bag.
Okay.
That orb is missing.
What are
That thing that I would look at and it would knock me unconscious because I could never figure it out. It's gone.
what does it do? What was it for?
I don't know what it did. I never got it open. It had all that infernal writing on it.
Where'd you get it?
Velree gave it to me.
Velree, where did you get it? This is
Not
before
here.
my turn.
Yeah.
She goes, I got it at the Red Lotus. Another hag's lair.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm assuming
I
she
hear
took
this.
it. Then I try to look around for it.
Nope, you do not see it, Trust.
Yeah.
great. Well, do you think maybe it's through that portal?
Runes on the portal are beginning to dim even more.
Ugh, I'm gonna run over
Tristan-
there like an
Tristan
idiot.
takes a book and throws it through the portal.
You throw it through?
I throw
go.
it through. We step in the portal.
It hits the water. That appears to be the water, and it just goes. There's a little bit of a splash, and it just floats.
You can see it floating through.
You see it floating, and then it disappears from view after about 10 feet or so.
When we
It
look
floats
into
up.
the portal, can we see through it? Like,
You.
can we see through the other side?
It's hazy.
But we know it's water. Like it
Yeah,
floated
it's not-
up.
I'm gonna hand everyone the
It
water
smells
breathing
salty.
stuff.
Yes, I'm taking one
Okay.
of those water breathing
Okay,
potions.
handing water breathing to everyone but Velree
Okay.
because she doesn't need to breathe. And I guess we're gonna
Do-
dive. I'm gonna drag Moog's body
Oh.
with us.
Well, Rogar is gonna say,
Ready?
we have no idea where this is going to go.
We had no idea
We're
where
stri-
this was going to go. I mean, it doesn't really
Well-
matter, right? I mean, we're gonna die anyway. Let's just go. Come on, you only
It
live
is.
once. You gotta go take chances. You gotta take chances, Rogar. You gotta make memories.
Memories have been made. I do not know if going through an unknown portal that a hag considers a safe place, a wise choice.
No, it wasn't, and that's what we did, and that's how we got here in the first place. But I mean, at this point, we might as well. Where else are we gonna go? Are we gonna go down? Are we gonna go into the puddles?
I don't have a great answer, but I do not know if this is a better answer.
We already Someone already made one bad decision. We don't want to correct that with another one. And I'll start walking around trying to find exits.
An exit from
Like
this
a
chamber?
wall exit. Yeah, because I don't even know how I got in here.
Okay. Why don't you give me a investigation check first?
16.
16. Why is that not showing up for me?
I don't know.
Oh, please.
Just with disadvantage.
I'll try to refresh my stuff real fast. I believe you, obviously, but there it is. I see it. All right. With a 16, you begin to look around. You do not see any obvious entrance where you're at, exit at least. There's the portal that is dimming, and as it begins to dim, some of the droplets of water begin to spill off of the portal side and just kind of spatter onto the ground, as if something is not done soon, the opening's going to close. You also glance over, Trist, towards the place that Moog was found, towards the entrance of this room, and you see that the entrance is currently open. There's no like wall or anything like that. It looks like there's a tunnel leading somewhere.
Well, we can go out through this portal, or we can go back this way. I don't know about you, but I can't. If we swim farther down into the water, obviously the pressure's going to get to us. Our ears are going to explode.
Well, Velree's going to speak up at this point. I could just check the portal if you'd like. Real fast.
Yes. Do be careful.
Velree will walk over. She's going to stick her head into the portal. As she does so, she sticks her head in. She sees a chamber completely submerged in water. It's somewhat dark in here. There are, let me pull up my stuff real fast. Hold please while I get this correct. Okay. All right. In the flooded room, it is actually, as she sticks her head through, there is some illumination. Some of these fleshy-looking like bulbs that were illuminating the room before you along the walls begin to light. There is a large pile of what appears to be artifacts that the hag has kept in here. Mostly jewels and a large chest. And it looks like a pirate's treasure chest. Open, spilling out with wealth. In addition to that, there are several pedestals kind of set up in this area. And 2 of them are empty. They have nothing on them. The other 2, the one closest to Velree, has a large, what appears to be glass orb, about the size of, I don't know, like a volleyball. And it appears to have what looks like a miniature galaxy kind of floating on the inside of it. And then on a, well, you're not in here, only Velree is. On a pedestal that seems to be a little bit higher than the rest of them, there is what looks like a very large conch shell. It is like a pinkish reddish color, and it swirls and wraps around, and it's pretty big, and it's just kind of sitting on top of the pedestal. She removes her head. I think there's treasure in here.
Was there water in there?
It's completely full of water.
Okay, I'm gonna drink my thing, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna just jump in.
Well, Zune, as you drink the bottle, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Jesus Christ, please tell me I didn't just kill myself. But we will all find out. Natural 20.
Natural 20. With a natural 20, Zune, you down the contents of the bottle. You begin to blood begins to pour out of Zune's mouth.
Oh shit.
And you are
I should
poisoned
poison myself.
for the next hour.
Damn it. This is fine. Don't drink that.
And you realize that Brian gave you these potions,
Yeah.
and apparently they're not potions of water breathing. Zune's knees hit the ground.
Potion of blood breathing. Don't.
Well, I guess it's back to the door.
Velree, take the bag. Get as much as you can. Come back quickly. Rogar is going to tie a rope around Velree.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure you get that
Give her the
orb.
bag of holding.
Like galaxy
Yeah,
orb.
The orb at the conch.
I want that.
2 items.
Okay. I will say, Velree, as you begin to move, yeah, I know you probably didn't hear most of this. You're moving into the hag's treasure chamber. Only you can enter because it is completely full of water. Not only is it completely full of water, it's also full of some kind of floating material in there that if someone were to be capable of breathing, they would be inflicted with horrible racking pain and damage. But Velree doesn't need to breathe. She can do all this water stuff, so she bypasses all of the traps that would be in place just by existing, like she normally does. The only person in the party that can do so, as she dips into the treasure vault. The runes on the outside of the vault are flickering, and it looks like this room is collapsing on itself, Velree.
Can I hold it together?
Are you going to try, Trist?
I'm going to try.
Okay, go ahead and give me a spellcasting ability check.
That's another intelligence save? Or intelligence
check.
My goal in going into this room?
Is that
gathering the orb and the conch shell.
Yeah.
Is that a 15 from you?
It's a 15.
What level of spell slot are you going to use to try to hold this open with?
Oh, shit. Well, I will use a 4th level spell to protect my friend.
Okay. So you expend a 4th level slot, and you're able to funnel some magic into keeping this portal open, as it looks like it was about to flicker closed with Velree on the other side. However, you managed to keep it open long enough for Velree. Are you just going to try to scoop up those 2 items, or are you going to try to do anything else?
I'm assuming I easily locate those items and nothing else is around them.
They're on pedestals by themselves. There's also there's a pirate's treasure chest with jewels spilling out of it and some other obvious wealth kind of sitting around this area.
No, yeah. I can see the room is not doing well, so I'm just gonna go in what I went in for.
Okay, so you go in, you grab the orb. It's the closest to you, and it's pretty good size. You grab it. As your hand touches it, it feels icy cold to the touch.
Oh.
But there's this miniature galaxy floating in it. You kind of put it in the bag that Rogar just gave you. Then you swim quickly to the very large conch shell, kind of like a pink and reddish kind of tinge to the outside of it. You grab a hold of it, and yeah, you grab a hold of it. You feel it feels heavy, even in the water, which is a little weird. And you put it into the bag. And then I'm assuming you're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. Velree comes out. Trist is holding this. He's ah! And then as Velree moves out, he kind of releases, and the water collapses. And as it does, there is just a stone wall where the portal used to be, where all the water just hits the ground, and that room may cease to exist. And there you go.
I tell them I got what I went in there.
Well, I guess it's time to go.
Well, we might have to explore this island a little.
Well, at least get out of this.
I don't
room.
believe we saw. Yeah, I don't believe we saw like a obvious way out on the way in. So
Do not. It
I
doesn't
don't even know how
appear.
we got here.
There doesn't appear to be any threats of any kind. Important. Well, no, it takes time. So yes.
Rover's going to take Moog.
Mm-hmm.
Put him on his shoulder, you know.
Shove him in the bag of holding. Break some of his bones and shove him in.
No, get in there, damn it!
Get in there, damn it.
Fuck,
And now
son of a bitch.
put him on his shoulder.
Mhm.
And then well, I guess we're kind of exploring and leaving, you know,
Okay.
as we.
For the sake of brevity, you begin to look around this room. Do you guys dive into the water?
No.
No.
Deep pools. I mean,
We went in there, so I tell them that, what I saw, that
Yeah.
they're all connected.
Mhm. You do see like various like strange writings and scrawlings on like sopping wet, kind of like rotting down books around the area as well, Trist. Nothing that screams like magic or anything, but maybe interests, possibly, who knows. But if you're not jumping in the pool, I'm assuming you take the tunnel that you entered out. And as you do, you see that it is just a singular tunnel. There is no branching paths. There is no strange traps and things. It is just a singular tunnel. It is grossly coated with some of that slime and some of the other stuff. But yes, there are still dead fish on the ground and everything. But other than that, it appears that perhaps the strange environment you were in was caused by the creature that is no longer here. And within a few moments, you guys are able to make it back to your boat that you rode in here.
Is the ship still there?
You guys get in the boat, put Moog's corpse in the boat. You begin to row out into the bay. Zune, before I forget, because, I can't forget about this. I need to remember because it's important at this point. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Zune.
Fuck. 11.
You fail, Zune.
Uh,
Zune, you have a
I'm an
permanent
addict.
point of exhaustion. As
That's fine.
Crimson Eye is taking root in your soul.
I'll just do more.
Until you take another dose, you have a permanent point of exhaustion. Until
Mhm.
you can remove your addiction in some way, or just take some more.
I think I'll just take some more.
Yeah. So right now, you will have a permanent point of exhaustion right now.
That's okay. Do I just go to rehab? How do I make this work?
You'll see. I guess we'll discover someday. Yeah. Oh Lord.
we're stranded out here, you know, going
Well-
sober might, you know.
Funny enough, as you guys row your way, I'm assuming it's Rogar and Velree doing most of the rowing.
Yeah.
You row your way out into the bay, and you see as the Sea Hack, while there, the entire ship is on fire. It is burning up in flames to the point where the sails are gone, the mast is broken and fallen over, and the ship is beginning to literally sink into the bay, cracking, and it looks like it was set ablaze some time ago.
So, where's the nearest city from where we're at right now?
Tristan pulls out his map.
Pulls out his map. The closest civilization is Zinmith, across the ocean.
Yeah.
There is nothing documented on any of the Blighted Isles, with the exception of the Black Sand Port. However, that is very, very far away and several islands over. You are stranded in the Blighted Isles with no apparent means of escape.
The way I picture this current cave or
Yes.
grotto,
Mm-hmm.
is it simple? Is the island simply a cave? Like
No.
it's simply okay. There's
No. And I
a
will
surface
say
to it.
this is a large landmass. Let me pull up my map to give you a quick judgment real fast, just to tell you. Boom, boom, boom. Where are you? There you are. Okay.
We still have that entire shipment of red eye, right? Crimson eye.
Did you guys keep the entire shipment in the bag?
We never gave it to anyone.
I'm set. We're good. We'll stay here.
To put this in perspective, the island you were currently on is the one next to the island that Zinmith is on. It is very large. It has a mountain range on it, a creepy withered forest, and it is the size of the area of Conwich all the way down to Port Dorona almost. If you were to walk from where you are to the tip, it would take you somewhere between 2 to 3 days to traverse some of the area. So it is a large, unexplored, as far as you know, uninhabited landmass.
Though, however, from looking at the map here,
Mm-hmm.
we could perhaps get onto the island and traverse our way closer to Zinmith.
Yes, you could. If you guys are where Brian said you are on the map, you are not very far from Zinmith. However,
Okay.
it's across the ocean. You can't even see the island from where you're at.
Okay, we wouldn't be able to see it from
No.
that point. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, I don't think rowing a boat to Zinmith is going to be a viable option.
Needless to say, none of you have any sailing experience. So,
Also true.
Even attempting to row a boat across the ocean would be probably
Also,
treacherous.
rough weather.
So, with that being said,
Zune said earlier, everything is fine. This is all very fine.
Well,
with that being said, what would you guys like to do?
I might have a way. I do have a scroll here for sending. I was hoping to keep it so I could use the spell continuously, but it'll be a one-time use, and I might be able to contact someone in Silva Dorai who could maybe get some help to us.
Wait, they knew where we were going, right?
Who?
The Brian's boss?
Morag?
Morag was, it looks like he was coming after us, right?
Well, I don't know if he knew where we were going, but he knew we were leaving.
I thought we had brought up Brian wasn't subtle about where he was going, right?
He said he wanted to take a ship, if I remember correctly.
Yes, he did.
And Morag said no. And then he came to us and asked us to help him steal a ship and go to a certain place. But I don't know if we actually heard him say to Morag where he was going.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but remember,
maybe he did.
I thought that we had told Morag.
We discussed doing it. Yeah, but we didn't get a chance to.
We panicked.
Brian was like, "We gotta go now," so we left.
Trapped.
So
I mean, I can contact Morag.
I don't know
true.
if I want that, but I mean, we know he can come here.
let us sail back to the island first and discuss there.
Well, as captain of this vessel now.
Longboat that you're in?
The longboat. I'm not a captain of the longboat.
Captain of this vessel.
Captain, my captain.
Well, all aboard.
Done.
Heave ho.
You make it back to
Raise
the island.
mass.
What are you guys going to do?
Zune, do you know any shanties? Raise the spirits right now. Our spirits are pretty low.
We made it back to
I
reality.
have a massive migraine.
He does.
He
I
just
have
caught, he just
a
caught the blood.
very bad
Cough of
headache.
blood. He's still poisoned, and he's
If you
permanently
don't
an
mind,
addict.
He's coming.
if you don't
Coming down.
mind, Captain.
Is that subordination?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Zune, you can go hide under a tree or lay under a tree or something. Let's go sleep it off.
You guys make it. Are you going to like a beach area or?
Yeah, I
Or a
assume.
beach. Tristan's
Yeah,
gonna
like-
write SOS. You know,
You go
on
to
the
the beach.
somewhere.
Tristan's out there drawing an SOS in the sand.
Something to fly
You still
by.
have, you still have
He's
modes,
gonna write like
corpse,
hot women on the island, so some dude flies down and saves us.
You know,
I'll seduce him. I'll get him.
Are
That'll
there
be
any
good.
little feral creatures around that look tasty?
why don't you give me a perception test, Velree?
Roger's gonna try to start setting up a rudimentary camp
A rudimentary camp.
while this chaos is going on.
Mhm.
What are we gonna do with Moog?
Okay, throws him in the water. No, we're gonna take some with him.
Do we push the longboat
Oh,
out to sea?
16.
16. Okay.
Let's not get rid of our longboat just yet.
So let me make sure real fast for you
Toss Moog in the water.
what we find. Okay. All right, Velree, here is what you see. You see that there doesn't. First off, the sand is black. It's black, and it's not like it's not fine coarse. It's almost like
Volcano.
yeah, kind of. However, there is no obvious volcanic activity that you can see. However, Velree, there is very strange vegetation. It is, despite the cold weather, because it is winter. It's very cold out here. It's just the sun happens to be out. It's not quite nightfall yet. The vegetation has a strange appearance. It's not like a green or any of the normal colors that you would be used to seeing. Even in like the fall or winter, you'd be seeing more dark browns or stuff that's withered and died and getting ready to live again. The stuff here appears to be alive, but it is a weird pinkish and purplish color. The trees have a weird color to them, as well as many of the grasses and like bushes and things that you kind of see scattered throughout. There does appear to be several thick bushes nearby, and you see a little movement from one of them, Velree. And this is it's probably a pretty good distance away. With a 16, I'd say it's probably, I don't know, it'd probably take you like 2 or 3 minutes to walk to it. So it's pretty far away. But with a 16, Velree, let me make sure something, because I've got to roll for this. Oh yeah, that's bad.
I think this is going to be the opening scene of Lost World.
All right, you see a very large, a large kind of like bush. It's about the size of like a cart or so. And you see a little bit of movement from it. And as you kind of look closely, like keeping trained eyes to try to see if you can find any, I don't know, small critter or something, you stop for a moment and you stare, and it looks like the entire bush is slowly moving in your direction.
Right.
Back
Well.
to the boat.
I guess we're gonna- like it just looks like a bush that like there's nothing behind the bush, but the bush itself is moving.
It looks like the bush is moving. It's strange.
So strange. Do I think I could eat it?
It's a plant. Plants are gross for you. At least.
Okay,
Vegetarian now.
that's it. All right.
As far as you know, it's a plant.
There's
I don't
nothing
know.
around I can eat, huh? All right.
You don't see anything else. This is called the Blighted Isle for a reason.
Heavy sigh. Walks back.
Kind of
Tells the others there's a bush moving around.
Okay.
Like, there's something in the bush moving around.
I don't know. It looks like the bush is moving. I'm upset.
The plant is moving. Was it moving in a particular direction?
The
towards it. You go look at it. I'm
Seem
gonna
high
saunter
still.
off, upset.
Should we
Rogar,
throw a
well-
piece of Moog at it and just see what
No.
happens?
Speaking of Rogar, what are we gonna do with Moog?
Rogar's
They're
in the middle
distracted.
of like trying to gather driftwood, and he's like trying to figure out how he's going to form a structure for you guys to sleep
Yeah.
under tonight.
Trying
Good
to
thing I have an
set up a
unlimited
camp.
supply of alcohol.
Did not know I.
Cast of Castaway.
Perhaps-
here.
Perhaps
I'm gonna.
perhaps you know his religious beliefs.
Well-
I did not.
I mean, if I don't know what they were before, but judging by what he is now, he belongs to the Dredger.
I don't know if you.
I think they just
know.
pushed their bodies out to sea or something.
Are you guys? I want
Tristan's
to
like,
throw
he's
this out
dead.
there.
Fuck him. Just whatever.
I want to throw this out there, guys.
He's dead. Whatever.
Do you guys want to take a short rest, or are we just going to keep living?
Yeah,
our-
Robert.
I want to take a long rest.
Rogar at least wanted to set some stuff up.
Okay.
Because
I'm-
Rogar has an idea that he wants to run by people, but I don't think it's gonna be a quick fix.
Okay.
And so I don't.
All right. So you set up a. Did you make me a survival check, Rogar?
I have not.
Okay.
Cool, not good. 7.
So it's not looking good. Structure looks like shit. And you there's not enough material here. It looks like you're gonna have to go chop down some of those trees, and then maybe you will have some viable structure to make a good like tent or something here.
I
Can I
help
look
Rogar.
toward the bushes?
The point you move towards the bushes.
No, look toward the bushes.
Okay, yeah, you look towards the bushes. You kind of
With the.
give me a perception test at disadvantage.
Fuck me. It's gonna end ugly, guys.
Is your life on drugs?
What happens to you?
23 is pretty great.
Wow. 15.
You're
It's
good.
not bad. You glance out and you look towards the bush that Velree was talking about. You kind of look over and zoom. You see the bush slowly creeping in the direction of the party, inch by inch. It looks like it is actually moving. You
Wow.
notice because several of the other parts of vegetation near it are still stationary, and it is physically moved away.
Wait, it's moved
Are
away
there-
or towards us.
It's moving towards you. It's moved away from where it was.
I'm
Firebolt.
gonna.
You can firebolt
Yeah.
it, Trist?
I don't give a fuck anymore.
It is well out of 120 feet range.
Damn it. I'll wait.
And you're just kind of like looking at it and you're like charging
Just
it
sit
up.
there and stare at it.
Okay.
Pop more sake.
You're kind of staring at it, and within, I mean, it takes a few minutes. More than a few minutes. It probably takes close to like 20 minutes or so. This thing is finally, like, you guys are staring at it. It's finally close enough. It gets within range, Trist. So you're going to unleash a firebolt?
Yeah, while Rogar's building a structure for a 26.
6 is definitely going to hit. Go ahead and roll some damage, please.
Just take that bush.
16. High as fuck.
16 point of damage as you toss a kind of charge up a mote of elemental fire. You sling it outwards, hits the bush, smatters across it. The bush itself begins to shift and twist and move, and there is this horrible creaking noise as if something is groaning. And
Hit it again.
it looks like it has not taken that much damage, Trist.
One more
As if
time.
perhaps the wet, soppy nature of the outside of the bush now is giving it resistance to fire.
Damn it.
And
Can you hit it with
looks pissed.
electricity?
And at this point, it forms a giant face, as well as two massive arms. And this thing is literally the size of like a wagon. And it is beginning to ooze towards you slowly.
Can we get
Four
back in the
and-
boat?
Yeah, let's just get back in the boat.
Okay.
I don't have time for
Yeah.
this.
Get back in the boat.
Oops.
Let's go to a
Sailing
different part of the
away.
island.
You start sailing away.
Let's go up the
And
coast a couple clicks.
The monster is still like, as you begin to sail away, it kind of dies down and resumes a more bush-like state.
I don't like
Shit, I
this.
forgot Moog.
No.
Did you forget Moog?
No,
No.
Oh shit! It's like, oh shit! Thing's about to eat his body. All right. So
Speaking of,
you guys sail away at this point. What are you guys gonna do?
what do we do with Moog?
No.
I mean, I'm not a religious person, so I don't know what these practices are.
Can I see if can I use my knowledge to see if I know what these practices are?
Sure. You give me a history check at disadvantage.
Other than them throwing out cod outside their doors.
No, I don't know. It's some weird fish thing. I don't keep up with that.
Yeah.
It's not sexy. I'm gonna take a nap.
I love it. Rogar.
Ogar, it is beginning to get dark.
Okay. Rogar, I guess we're still rowing.
Mm-hmm.
Rogar is going to, as we're kind of coasting for a sec, Rogar is going to reach into his bag of holding,
Mm-hmm.
and he will pull out a helmet, and he'll put it onto the deck of the ship.
Okay. I'm assuming this is the helmet that
Yes.
About this.
was used by Gilbert. That was unfinished. Okay.
That was unfinished. My plan, Tristan, was to take a look at this to see if there's some way perhaps you and I could complete this helmet and see if we could get it to take us away from this place.
I mean, that plan's better than no plan.
So
Um,
what do the conch and the ball do?
I don't know.
we haven't
Well, usually
identified
people
yet.
blow into conches and they make a sound.
That is true.
Ah, I like this.
I was hoping we could find some place to settle down and do all this stuff, you know?
Oh, what are you gonna do?
I mean,
This
I
is
guess
an
are
island
we
of
spending the night on the
hell.
boat?
Out on the water?
I don't.
We don't have an anchor.
Nope. There's no anchor.
I figured we'll go back to the island.
Okay.
This time, if something comes towards us, we're just going to kill it.
Do you want to just find another beach, or do you want
Yes.
to sail back
Yeah.
to the hag's former abode?
Some beach.
Just some beach.
I mean, we could row back to the ship that mysteriously caught on fire. I mean, usually stuff floats.
Some things, maybe.
I mean, wood floats.
We can go back to the Hag's Lair. I just do not know how long it will take us to look at this helm.
You are rowing back, and night is taking hold at this point. You have no idea of the landscape around here. However, I will say that you're able to make it back to the actual cove that the cave mouth that leads to the Hag's Lair is. You pass by the remains of the sea hag that you had sailed here on. Most of it well sunk. There is some stuff, some driftwood and whatnot, but supplies might be in short order.
No bodies floating around.
There are no corpses, except, no, I take that back. There is one corpse that you would find.
Slick.
Slick.
It is a goblin corpse.
Oh, son of a bitch.
It does not appear to be burned.
I guess the poor little bugger couldn't swim.
You grab a hold of. Do you try to like look it over?
Yeah, pick him up out of the water.
Pick him up, and it looks like there are large chunks bit out of his throat and his shoulders. There is
Take
a
the body with
similar
us.
bite mark on Moog's shoulder.
Yes, we're taking this body with us.
So you have 2 corpses in your boat. You take the common corpse, throw it next to Moog. Are we sailing to the cave mouth?
Just rowing towards the cave mouth.
Rogar's getting tired at this point. He's Rogar, between Rogar and Velree, you guys have been rowing a lot. You fought a bunch of things, you killed a bunch of things. All the rage, just dying down. You make it into the cave and you make it to that first chamber, the embankment with the other rowboats. And you beach the ship. As you do so, several hours have passed since you've been here. And you see that thin mucousy layer is beginning to dissipate. You see normal black sand below you. No light, however. But as you look around, you're somewhat sheltered from the elements and possibly from danger. As long as you clear out the refuse, maybe this might be a livable space.
Do we take turns doing watches and take a long rest?
Well, to expedite this process, do you guys want to look at your items now?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm also going to speak with Dead on the goblin.
Okay, which one are we doing first?
It doesn't matter. I guess we'll do the goblin first, then we can toss the body.
Okay.
Maybe we should ask Moog if he wants to be, buried in just...
Well, before we get to that, you
Okay.
talk to Slick, excuse me. And you take the time to ritually or animate him. Where you kind of turn back time on his face, at least. All the large bite marks kind of dissipate. And his eyes open. You have 5 questions.
Slick, my dear friend, what happened?
Crew. They changed. Attacked me.
They set fire to the ship.
So that was one question.
Yes,
Second question.
This is the second question.
Second question.
Yes. They tried to burn me out.
Son of a bitch. I'm so sorry, Slick. I couldn't protect you. You were my friend.
Rogar looks puzzled. And
I trusted him.
You have 3 more
I rolled
questions.
so poorly on my insight check.
You have 3 questions.
I look around. I've asked my questions if anybody else has any.
why were you really here?
Watching Trist from her.
Oh, damn it. My trust has been ruined. Why were you watching me?
Vern wanted to keep tabs on you. I was to kill you
Bastard.
if you didn't do as he said.
No, Slick. You were my friend.
You have 1 question left.
Oh, Tristan's devastated now.
Devastated. His heart hurts.
I can't look at him anymore. Throw his body out.
He's still animated for 10 minutes. If you just throw him out there, he's just gonna be animated for another like 9.5 minutes. Nobody wants to ask him one more question?
Do you know if Vern seems to be a very powerful individual? Do you know if he has any weaknesses?
None that I know of.
And he goes, "Ugh." And then
Rogar kicks him off into the water.
Yeah, get rid of him.
trust is shattered.
Mo's
Sad,
next.
bro.
Get rid of him too.
Oh God.
All
I
right.
will say, just
Identify
for my sanity, you're going to start identifying these items. Let's start with the conch.
Conch.
You get out the big conch. It is seething with magic, Trist.
Shit.
You can't identify its source, but it is like brimming with magic.
What does it do?
You have no idea. Even identifying it, you have no idea what it does.
Oh,
Slick just
You
threw me off.
Is somebody
I
going to blow
have
it?
No idea what this does.
I'll
Rogar?
blow it.
Okay.
I make poor
Zoom-
choices.
Zoom takes it
Fuck it.
to his lips, and it's like,
I love instruments.
you blow into it. Give me a performance
conch
check.
is an
before
instrument
we
that
blow-
you're going to
Before we blow into it, can we look at the other item just before?
Okay.
Before we
Just,
obliterate.
just in
Alright.
case, something terrible happens.
Just in case. You pick up the orb.
Okay.
It's about it's about this big. It's a good size. Glass with this kind of swirling interior. Trist, as you begin to try to identify it, the magics holding this together appear to be a strange combination of divination, transmutation, and maybe something else that may be something not yet identified. And you don't know exactly what it does, even with an identify spell. It is what would one call weird magic, as if perhaps this hag has been stashing very powerful items in this treasure vault. You know that it is capable of something reality altering, maybe. You're not quite sure how to use it without more study. It would take you a
Yes.
long time to study this.
Just to take special care of this. Puts it back in the bag very carefully.
Okay. Zune grabs the conch,
Performance.
takes the conch to his lips. Go ahead and roll me a performance check, please, at disadvantage, because you're a drug addict now.
I got that soul.
He's still 22. Oh,
Dang.
dear Lord. Even in his, in his drug addled state, much like some of the greats, we might add.
Zune's all like, you got some of that speedball, y'all?
It's like some of the greats that we all know.
I've been on this.
Puts
Yeah.
the
Black
conch to his
tar,
lips.
sweet lady H, bring it on.
Yeah. Zune puts the conch to his
Sweet
lips.
lady
And,
H. I never heard that one.
Jesus Christ.
and it's a sweet
I'm the
sonorous tone
siren now.
resonates from this conch. And as it does, it begins to vibrate at the tip. And as it does, water begins to spill out of the conch.
What did I just do? to
Suddenly,
this?
and you like instinctively, you still have it to your lips, Zune. You can't take it away. As
Oh no!
A
It's
large,
like that night with Khan.
a large
Okay.
figure.
It's just shoot out
God
the
damn
It's
it.
going. I knew it was going. It
God
was
damn it.
I can't make it stop in time.
Stop!
I can't
Starts
let
to
go.
vibrate.
Just keeps gushing
So-
out of my
so
mouth.
I'm
water.
choking.
Tips vibrating.
As a
Magical.
large figure made of water begins to emerge from the conch itself, from the shell,
Oh no.
and then hovers in the air above all of you.
Just a genie.
It begins to take shape. It's a humanoid shape from the waist up. It appears to have green scaled skin, a mouth wide with sharp, almost piranha-like teeth, glassy looking eyes, very finely stitched clothes on about its torso. Its waist and below appears to be made out of foaming water that are swirling around in a pattern as it hovers above you. You see there are large manacles on both of its wrists as it looks down on the four of you and the corpse of Moog. Release me now.
Is it still blowing on this thing?
Zune, it falls from your lips at this point.
Okay. Face turning beet red from blowing.
I thought I did release him, but okay.
Oh,
shit.
Okay. Sorry. All right. I'm sorry, but I'm.
Are Are you a djinn? A genie?
It looks at you with disgust.
I look back at it with disgust.
I have.
Whoa.
You dare associate me with those foul creatures. I am beyond anything they are. They are
Yeah,
ants beneath my feet.
You
Scum.
give off that definite aura that they are beneath you. I'm gonna kiss ass charisma. Just not piss
As
this
this
thing
thing
off.
is looking down on all of you.
I am the great Suliath. You shall release me now.
Okay, so can I roll history on Suliath? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I take that as a no.
Okay, it looks
So
like I
DM
don't
has
do well
DM
anyway.
has nothing
So,
prepared for Stulia.
Disadvantage
Nah.
on none of that.
No, it's fine.
That's a 5.
I don't know anything anyway. Yeah.
Does anybody want to give me an Arcana check to figure out what the hell this is?
Duh. With disadvantage though. Fucking natural 1.
I don't think Roro would know.
Nope.
Am I
Player,
rolling
player.
Arcana?
He upset me.
None of you. Not a 1.
Can't be that. So he's the great Suliath, but none of us
Great.
have heard of him.
I claimed the 5 rings, dredged the depths, sunk
Thanos.
the lost cities. I am wrath. I am the storm. All shall bow to me. Release me now.
Ooh.
If you're so powerful, why do we have to release you?
He's looking very mad now. Suliath.
I mean, I'm just
Grimace.
asking an honest question. Yes, Stulia.
And as his taloned hands clench together, you see there are large, brightly glowing like eldritch runes along the manacles on its wrists.
We mean no offense, sir. I'm gonna just charisma. I don't know.
You
Like-
dare interrupt me, fool?
Absolutely not. Continue.
You shall release me now and become my slaves.
Oh.
Zoom, Zoom, do you know how to put him back in this
Like a
thing?
Do I just? Do I?
Wanted to
do
get
I
him.
continue?
What do you want to do, Velree?
I was telling Zoom to blow on it again. Blow on the conch.
Wait,
Put this thing
wait, wait.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh.
Maybe it is you do not know how to release. Suliath.
He looks at all
I
of
don't.
you. Foam begins to gather at his eyes. You two. He points towards Trist and Zoom.
You may be capable. I may grant you a boon should you release me. I may, we may strike a bargain.
But we don't have to become your slaves?
We shall see
Any- Hmm.
on your competence.
So, what are you capable of doing right now
I
while
am all
you're
powerful.
while restrained?
I mean, I would have you give me an insight check, but I don't think your insight's going to be that great. Go ahead. Why not? Why not?
Let me see. Insight at disadvantage.
Hey, mine's pretty good.
Second one is not good. No. 8.
I have no idea. You're trying to look into it's hard to read a creature like this. It looks like a sea creature, but it's talking to you. It's talking in Goblin, by the way.
This is my second fish to talk to, so I don't know.
Yeah.
So, can you offer any proof of your powers? Like, say, for instance, could you like bring him back to life? Like, do you really have any way of proving your power
I could easily
that it would
do
be
that.
beneficial to us?
Easily. With just a
Easily?
snap of my fingers.
But-
Only if I'm released.
So you have no power right now.
I need to be released. This will be my bargain. I will bring that thing back. However, You must break these shackles. Release Suliath.
Mm-hmm. And then you just kill us, I guess, again with our friend that we just brought back. I mean, I don't know. You're not really selling this very well, sir.
I suppose I could let you go. You could flee. This will be my new home.
Flee where? We're stuck on the island.
Yeah, we're stuck here.
This is
we're
Suliath's lair now. You shall leave.
Oh,
Okay. Well,
Could
do you want to be
you-
left in that conch? I mean, we can't go. We can't go anywhere. We can't leave this to you. We would love to leave this to you. We would love to make this island all yours, but we have nowhere to go. And our friend is dead, and
Go and
we're
give
looking a little
me-
shabby.
Give me a persuasion check. At disadvantage, Zoom.
It's gonna suck.
Drugs don't pay off. Lesson learned, kids. All of you out there.
Lesson learned. No.
Yeah, they
You
do.
know, I knew
19.
those dare classes were there for a reason.
Pretty good.
It's getting a high roll than these drugs.
So Suliath begins to scratch his chin with his like clawed hands.
Perhaps we could make a second bargain. I shall release you from your service. I shall take this home for my own. I will let you leave. However, you each will have to tell me a story.
Any particular kind of story?
Interesting tales.
Hmm.
Yeah,
How
Suliath,
long
can
have
we-
you been in that conch?
Can we have a group huddle real quick?
Suliath grows impatient. Hurry.
I do too. I said we take a long rest and then deal with this guy in the morning.
I was thinking.
I'm tired.
Suliath, we are going to get performance ready, and we will reconvene with you when we are in a better condition to entertain you.
Okay. I need time to think of a story.
I hope Tris says that out loud.
He does. Of course he does.
I say very lowly though.
Of course he does.
Gotta think of a story.
You guys are taking a long rest.
Yes.
Mhm.
So, Suliath is out of the conch. He's out.
Blow
and
the-
he's
Blow,
just kind of
blow,
like,
blow the conch.
Blow the conch.
Do not blow it again. You touch it, I will
Blow
rip
it.
your spine from your throat.
Can't
Later.
do shit, bro.
You do shit.
You
Blow it?
shit, bro. Fuck you,
Wait a
bro.
minute. Suliath,
The elves.
who
Dude,
put you in?
shit.
Who put you in this conch? Was it by chance a sea hag?
The damn siren. She summoned me for deal, and she
Sally?
trapped me within this foul device.
Well, my friend, it would appear we have a common enemy.
She lives.
She lives.
Boy, does she.
You can
Suliath
still
will
get your
exact
revenge.
his wrath upon this creature.
She lives to
I
suck
would-
again.
Is that where the stuff was coming from? But okay. Suliath, yeah, I can help you with this. This is totally fine. I don't see anything wrong with getting rid of her. Okay. I'm gonna go take a small nap. It's nice meeting you.
Suliath is just kind of still floating there,
Yeah, I mean, I see no
watching
reason
all of
to-
you. Very-
Hey, sometimes people like to watch, and I don't judge.
You
Just
guys are taking a long rest. Moog Broadjaw. Moog,
Yes, yes, yes.
you sit up. You are bobbing in the water. There's nothing but darkness around you. The sky is black. The water is black. The only thing giving it away is the fact that you're breathing air and you feel the sting of salty. God, why does this always go to bad things when I start trying to explain?
Yeah.
You
it?
describe it that
Place.
way. That's the problem.
That's where your brain is.
Yep. So, anyways, you're in seawater, Mo. You can
Yeah.
tell.
Uh huh.
You can tell
Uh-huh.
the briny flavor wafting into your
Mhm.
nostrils. Matting at your throat and your lips.
Yeah.
Your fur wet, soaked, chilled. Your crossbow slung over your back, bobbing there, as a gargantuan ship begins to sail ever so close. You recognize it. You saw it not but a day ago.
Mm-hmm.
Huge sails. And as it gets closer and closer, you see a crew, not like any other you've seen before. They look similar to the things that were raised from the dead by a certain, one might say, priest of the Dredger. Figures that appear to have been gray-skinned flesh, slick and wet, with crustaceans and various other figments of the deep draping across their bodies, eternally working, scrubbing the decks, preparing for battlements, casting nets. As one casts a net over, these almost ethereal like ropes take firm shape and wrap around you, Moog.
No.
As you're and they begin to pull you up.
Oh.
And you are dropped onto the ship like a fish.
Oh no.
You stumble out. As you look around, you see a crew of the damned. And a large man begins to walk from the top decks. His feet, the sound of his boot echoing across the endless expanse of ocean that you're hearing. There are screams and wails in the distance as of the tortured and damned. Not coming necessarily from the ship, but outwards, wherever you are currently.
Yeah.
As you look up, you see a 12-foot tall figure, humanoid shape, gray-skinned as well, with a tricorn hat, a interesting cutlass that reverberates electricity and several other figments along it. It has a very ornate and decorated handle. A captain's coat draped over its shoulders. A tall figure, taller than the rest, looking down on you as he looks deep into your eyes. His eyes are yellow, almost like yellow glowing orbs. He looks down at you.
Another for the crew.
As he nods to the others, what do you do, Monk?
Am I able to stand up?
Do you try to stand?
I will try to stand.
You move to stand. Your feet don't feel right. You look down, and where once you had feet, now you only see pieces of barnacles that have grown in the shape of feet from your knees down.
Oh, lovely.
You begin to stand up kind of strangely.
Well, I would, what is all this?
The dredger turns his back to you, begins to walk back up to the top decks. One of the creatures next to you appears to have the head of a shark. Looks towards you.
You.
King Shark is shark.
Fresh meat.
And he lashes you with a massively spiked like whip. Flays deep into your shoulder as you cry out. And he just begins to beat you on the deck of the ship repeatedly.
Oh, lovely.
And while this is happening, the rest of our party is sleeping soundly.
Of course they are. Of course they are.
The next morning comes. Oh, don't worry. There will be things for them as well. Just we don't have time yet.
Oh, sure.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
However, the next morning comes. Zuliath snaps his fingers, and the equivalent of buckets of water appear above all four of you and splash into your faces.
No one sucked him back into the
Oh,
pouch.
oh,
We should
you
have
all
pulled
kind
him
of
to
shoot up.
couch.
You all shoot up. Oh, shit. And now we make our bargain.
Did you
get
just
along,
watch
right?
us all night? Sleeping?
Yes, the siren has not returned. Free me. I will claim her.
Okay, so just so that we're clear on the parameters here, you bring our friend back from the dead with his soul in his body.
That is fair.
Heal him up. He is alive. He is living. None of us are your slave. You help transport us to, where is it we're going, Captain? Is it?
Well, I prefer to
Venmouth?
go back. I prefer to go back to Morag. I don't
His
want to get
eyes
stuck on Zinnia.
are narrowing at the parameters of this deal.
You also have to stay on this island. You can't leave it.
This is your island.
Suliath,
We-
patience grow very thin, small one. Suliath will bring back this thing. Suliath will claim this grotto for his own. Suliath will hunt and kill the siren. I will allow you to flee. That is bargain.
Can't flee.
For not being slave. You shall tell me tale. Spin me a story. It better be good.
All right, to some of that, we will revisit other parts.
We
But
can flee the island when we don't have a way to get off of it.
he speaks truth.
You will flee this grotto. This is my domain now.
Just the grotto? You don't want the whole island?
It's pretty nice. There's some bushes.
Is the island in water?
I mean, there's water
Yes.
around it, but
Is the island below the water?
Parts
it
of
is not.
I care not for this piece of trash.
So how far is your domain going to reach? Just the grotto? I want to make sure that we're effectively
Suliath
getting out of your way.
is getting very frustrated.
I'm getting very
And
frustrated, Sulia.
There is like bubbles of water just kind of foaming about like his shoulders. It's kind of
I
like
mean,
kind of
Suliath, I
dripping
feel
off
like
of
we
him.
hold all the power in this conversation right now.
No disrespect.
No, I meant it.
I did not mean disrespect. I speak for me.
break the conch.
Oh, that's it? That's all you have to do?
You must use magical means.
Hmm.
If we can.
He points over towards Rogar. You, tell me a tale.
Very well. I will tell you the tale of Moog Roger. As
Okay. How much of this story do you want to tell?
he's gonna tell as much as he can.
Okay.
You know,
All right. You tell the tale of Moog Broadshaw. All right. As much as you know of it. And as far out there as most of his, talks of himself have been. And at the end of this tale,
his fantastic little affairs. His
yes, you begin to tell his tale, and he
gallant
looks,
fighting,
He looks approving.
slaying of giants.
Give me a performance check, Rogar.
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay. So
Good, good. I enjoy this tale of this Moog. And he snaps his fingers again. And suddenly, there is a scroll in Tristan Varel's hand.
Oh, shit.
It is a 9th level scroll of Shatter.
To shatter
How about this, and you get set free.
Break my bindings. I bring this thing back. Is this the Moog?
it is.
He will tell me a tale. I find this pleasing.
I mean, if you can get us off this island, I'll break the shell.
Break the shell. Now.
Can I roll a persuasion to...
Sure, why not? Give me persuasion at disadvantage.
If you could also assist us with getting back to Conwich without hurting us. And, like teleport or something specifically. Persuasion is probably bad. No, I do not do well. That was not good.
He looks at you.
Mm-mm.
Break the shell now.
Well, it's
Okay.
4 versus 1. We can take him. Just
Okay. Tristan, you begin to read it. I will make a suggestion, just because I don't want to see this go very badly. You might want to give Tristan Inspiration Zoom.
Yeah, I have that.
He needs to make a spellcasting ability check.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Let's go ahead and make that an intelligence check, Trist. Thank God. The DC was a 19, because you cannot cast a 9th level spell. Would you have failed? There would have been very bad
I would have shattered.
things, possibly. Exactly. At 9th level, it would have been, you might have killed yourself instantly. However, Trist,
I'm all powerful, Tristan
put the
Burrell.
cast over, you put the conch kind of over near the water. You begin to read, and Suliath, yes, as Zune begins to sing a song of, I don't know what exactly, but you begin to inspire Trist. And Trist.
About how we're gonna kill that sea hag bitch.
Exactly. You're gonna kill the siren salty sea mouth. As Trist, the words begin to take shape and the spell is cast. The parchment begins to burn, and within moments it is gone. And as it is, you release the spell. There is a thunderous boom like none of you have ever heard before, as if a bolt of lightning had struck within this cavern. Parts of the cavern itself explode outwards that are just shattered completely. And all of you are deafened. The conch explodes, shatters. And when it does, Suliath's bindings fall from his wrists. Yes! And he looks down at the 4 of you. Reaches his hand out, and as he does, water begins to form out of the nearby pool of water and encompasses Moog Broadjaw, swirling around him. Within seconds, Moog, you are being lashed to death again and again, because you can't die on this ship that you're stuck on.
Awesome.
You were just
Awesome.
repeatedly beat to death, allowed to regroup for a moment, and then beat to death again.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Your body, every time you die, more of it is becoming barnacle encrusted. You are becoming part of the ship, perhaps part of the crew.
Yeah.
And as
Where have I heard that before?
The crew.
as this is happening,
Yeah.
as this is
Part of the
happening,
ship, part of the crew.
suddenly water shoots out from the nearby ocean that you guys have been sailing on, and like a massive hand grasps around you and begins to pull you. You see a god reach out and try to grab a hold of this thing. No! No! And as he does, you are ripped from the ship and pulled into the depths. And as the water in the material plane disperses, a living, breathing Moog Broadjaw is dropped onto the sand. His feet, barnacle encrusted. His shoulders look like they have developed almost like a seaweed growth. Half of his face has become pallid, unsavory. And he is alive.
Goodness gracious.
At what cost?
Solely
At what cost?
looks down at the five of you. Ah, now you will spin your yarns. All of you. Should you not be worthy, Suliath will make you his slave. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Whispers from the Stars.
All right.
That's not part of the deal. Suliath.
Suliath doesn't give a shit about your deal, because if you knew what Suliath was, you would know that he is chaotic.
He don't give no craps about no nothings.
He doesn't. He did bring Moog back, though.
He did.
Yeah,
There appears
that
to
was
be a
very
thing.
nice.
We brought Moog back.
There appears to be a figment of some kind of, I don't know, maybe loose appreciation.
Leftover
there.
remnant.
But that's
He's married.
really as far as it goes.
Suliath didn't do shit.
He is what is known as a merit.
Merit.
He is a water genie.
Yeah.
You dare call him an
Oh,
air
wow.
genie, and he was very mad at you. And he
I'm a
probably
genie.
is holding a grudge.
So-
Good thing you didn't call him an Efreet.
Yes, he would have probably tried to kill you guys if you would have called him an Efreet. However, that's the end of tonight's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Moog's back. Back among living. He's better than ever.
Again.
Might need to
Oh,
modify
sure,
the
yeah.
miniature.
Better than ever.
Better than ever.
I'm
Old
sure.
salted, encrusted Moog.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
not like the Dredger's going to, I don't know,
Exact
do
some
something
sort
even
of
worse
cost
to you at some
or-
point.
Yeah, no
whenever
big
you,
deal.
If you ever die again, this might be a bad thing. But regardless, though, that is that. So let's do, favorite moments of the night. Let's start with Zoom.
I'm not even sure where to start. I liked how intense, and I'm gonna regret saying this later when you give us more shit to fight, but how intense that battle was. I really thought, oh, okay, we're dealing with the TPK. Like several times I was like, okay, TPK. And I was like, it's fine. This is, it's whatever. I need to get a character together. I liked how challenging the fight was, and I liked that we were able to bring Moog back. I really liked that part because I was about to be very sad. So thanks for that, Deus Ex Machina right there.
Well,
Literal God.
he was there. The genie was there the whole time. So, Velree. Favorite moments?
I am so upset that, Miss Salty got away. Didn't like that. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, it was a cool fight. The water genie was cool, although he seemed a little rude. And I kind of just wanted to blow that conch back on him. But I am glad Mo came back.
Okay, well, at least there's that. I'm sure
Yeah.
Moog appreciates it.
Yeah, that was a good part.
How about Rogar, son of Amu? How are you feeling right now?
Feeling okay. Moog's back alive. Hopefully this Merida or Merid or whatever it's called doesn't kill us. So upset as well that Sally Saltmouth got away. Don't like it when the boss arrives and runs away. I'm concerned about how we're gonna get off the island. So because we're still kind of back in the same situation, but we have Moog now. So I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do, but it was fun. It was fun.
You know, and how about the man of the hour? Mo Broadjaw, Dan Decker.
Ooh, oh my
favorite
gosh.
moment, sir.
Well, you know, I mean, obviously not dying permanently is a favorite moment. But the battle overall, like, was good. It was tough. It felt threatening. Like Zune, I thought we were all gonna die. And I appreciate all the love and support, you guys, except for Tristan, not for you, for wanting to throw me out the damn boat. Like on several, yeah, what are we doing with the garbage? We keeping the garbage? We're taking the garbage with us?
Yeah, that's what they do in sea burials.
And Rogar's all garbage in, garbage out. Tristan, come on, shut up. You know, you pack it in, you pack it out. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what consequences yet still befall our twice resurrected briny deep Moog.
Indeed. It's not looking.
Spends a lot of time in the water for someone who came from the trees.
Does. Indeed, he does. Last but not least, Tristan Varel. 2v2
My favorite part is the level up. Wow, level up.
That's funny. You might level up depending on how the stories go with Suliath.
That's bullshit.
I'm just letting you know.
That's
If
some
you appease Suliath, or I don't know, whatever ends up transpiring with Suliath, you will level up afterwards. Should you survive?
Fine. I guess I'll accept that.
I'm glad you accept it. So, my favorite moment for the night. Oh man, there's so many.
Saddest moment was Slick's betrayal.
I have to say, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because that's got to be my favorite moment. Was I trusted you. You were gonna kill me? No, it was so good. It was so good. I'm not gonna lie, it was a great moment there. I enjoyed it. And then of course how dirty-minded my players are with the Conjuring of Suliath. I try to do these things, and then they always take it to a dark place that it should not be in. But you know, it's fine. It's whatever.
There's just certain hot words, bro. You say certain words.
I do. I hit those words.
Vibrating tip.
Vibrating tip.
Words in your mouth you can't pull away in time.
I just didn't.
It shoots out the end.
I didn't. You know, I wasn't thinking about it like that. But you know, it's fine. Whatever.
Surprise.
So, anyways, in the words of Sally Saltmouth, I'm out of here, bitches. I don't know. But that's going to be tonight's episode. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Do make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to check out... oh, God, this gets weird. Old Moog down here. You know, Dan Decker on the Twitter sphere. I've got his links in the description. And, of course, on the other side... There it is. Nope. There it is. Down there. Down there is Velree with the TikTok. Velree the Barbarian. You can check her out as well. So, thank everybody for watching. Do make sure to like and subscribe. And we are looking forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Have a good day.